Hi everyone, Mr. Silva here, and this is the recording for Module 2, HTML5 coding, and this is Lesson 3 of the unit. So in the last lesson, what we talked about tags, and more tags. Specifically, we talked about the tags in the head section of your HTML code, and we talked about the document type definition and the importance of that. And basically the important tags that you need to know in order to start your HTML code. Tags are used to create and define elements and attributes in HTML. Without the tags, you cannot create your web page. So, website file structure. It's very important to think about the structure of your website whenever you're building it. You need to think about how you're going to design it and how you're going to organize it. Remember that code and images will be uploaded to a server, and you want to keep them organized in a nice, easy to find spot. There's a good practice to organize as you create. One of the things that's recommended is that you stick everything together in the same place. Pages are all placed in a directory, is what I meant to say there. And when I say directory, it's made so that when you put it onto a server, the server will be able to find your pages because you've coded them properly. And all images and files used in that page are stored in the same subfolders of the same name. So to show you an example, over here at the top we have the folder, and then it branches down into the individual pages. In this index folder, there's all of the images and the files there as well. This really helps keep your pages and website organized because everything is together in one convenient and easy to find location. So this main folder here at the top has all of the stuff for your web page in it, whereas these individual pages have all of the information that would be able to direct them to another page and has all of the information on it for that individual singular page. Let's talk about preparing your development environment. Before you should start, you should start by getting in a text editor. If you use a Windows computer, you're going to use Notepad. Make sure you have multiple browsers. Remember, we have the 3 major ones, but you want to make sure you test it in all potential browsers that your users may use. And then you want to set your file preferences. Okay. What this is saying is when you save your document, you want to make sure that you save it as a .html file or a .css file. We don't have to worry about that too much because we use Trinket often, but if you were to code it using a text editor, you would be able to type everything in, and you want to make sure you save it as the correct file name and the correct file extension. All right, this lesson and the next lesson are very short, and it's just very basic general stuff. But in summary, make sure you keep your structure in mind and always think about the structure of your pages. It's a good practice to organize as you create, and remember all images and files used in the page are stored in subfolders of the same name. And make sure you take note of that because it's a good question that's asked frequently. All right, that's going to do it for this lesson.